Hello. So a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to start this new video series and it's going to look inside my mouth and inside my throat to my vocal cords. So this is the first one. And I know it's not going to be for everybody. So I'm just going to try it out on this page. And if like it's too gross for people or if they're offended by it, then I'll move it to this other channel that will only have these kind of videos. So this first video, I'm singing a few different vowels from head voice to chest voice. And it's really fascinating because when you sing in your chest voice or your modal voice, it's got a different way that the muscles come together than when you're in your head voice. So in this video, I sing in my chest voice and then my head voice and my chest voice and my head voice. And you can see the different ways that my vocal cords move. So here we are. Welcome to my nose. These are my turbinates. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I had surgery and I'm still kind of healing. A fun fact, there's always mucus hanging out in my nasopharynx. So that's my nasopharynx, and you go straight through and turn south down the oropharynx. And then once you move through the oropharynx, I have a little bit of a sore throat, so it's a bit tight. But once you get through there, you reach the vocal cords. There they are. Okay. Hello. I'm going to first sing an E vowel. Because of the shape of the tongue on an E vowel, the epiglottis shifts forward and you can really see the vocal cords. So this is my head voice. And then I switch to chest. And then head again. And chest. Head. Chest, head, chest, and head. Basically, when you sing in your chest voice or your modal voice, your thyroid arytenoid muscles, which are these muscles, they shorten and they thicken. And if you put your hand on your larynx, like the top part of your larynx where your vocal cords are, you can sing head to chest or chest to head and feel like a little bit different movement in terms of when I sing chest, the muscles in my throat go up a little bit. They contract a little bit more. So if I'm like, voice is so amazing that you can mentally do things that will relax or open your vocal cords so that there's a really minimal amount of movement. And that's also how you go from head voice to chest voice smoothly, is you just really minimize the movement. Anyways, we'll talk about this some other time. And when you sing in your head voice, the cricothyroid muscles, which are these muscles, they make the vocal folds longer and thinner. That's also why the sound of a chest voice is a bit thicker, just because more of your vocal folds are coming together. That's also the reason that when you're singing in head voice, it's easier to sing breathy than it is in chest voice to sing breathy. You still can do it because, again, the voice is amazing, but it's just you have to finagle a bit more. In this video, I'm just going to sort of pinpoint head voice and chest voice, and you can see, even though I don't have a strobe light, you can see the difference in the opening of the vocal cords. So this is my head voice, and you can see there's a space in the middle, and then when I change to chest voice, there's less of a space. Head again, chest, head, chest, head, chest, head. So in that last video, I maintained the pitch and I kept singing as I was changing. So you can see it kind of like shifts around to go to the new register. And then the last vowel I'm going to do is an A vowel. An A vowel is like not quite, the epiglottis isn't quite as far forward and the tongue as well. But you can still kind of see it. So this is my head voice. And you can see, especially at the top where that little space is. And then chest voice, head. Then we go to head again. Chest. This next video, I'm singing like an A vowel, which isn't quite as focused, but this is inside my mouth. So you can see I change from head voice to chest voice, head voice to chest voice. And the only thing I've really noticed through the years that inside my mouth changes is when I sing, especially high notes in head versus high notes in chest voice. With the chest voice, the inside of my mouth, the sides of my mouth, the sides of my soft palate, sort of turn in a little bit more than in head voice. In head voice, they tend to be a little bit more open, like a half oval, whereas in chest voice, it's just like a little bit skinnier on the sides. This isn't a super high note, so it doesn't show as much, but I'll do that some other time. So we start with chest, then head, then chest, then head, then chest, then head, then chest, then head, chest, head, chest. And then the other crazy thing is like, you know that thing that just looks like a mushroom head sticking up in the middle of my mouth. So that's the epiglottis. And depending on what vowel you're singing, an E, an A, a more focused vowel, it will lift because it's attached to your tongue. So it'll like lift and either move forward or just lift a bit. And that's the same epiglottis. That's this thing, just from a different angle. All right. I hope this is helpful.